Hi everyone, welcome back to the Blues Focus channel. Today, bringing you a bit of a different video. Since the season's ended now, obviously, my attention's turned elsewhere, and as usual, I'm desperate for a bit of football. So I watched the Academy playoff game, and what a game it was. I thought it was a fantastic game, especially extra time. But it's probably not going to be as an in-depth review as I normally would of the usual Blues games on a final whistle reaction, but I just thought I'd do one anyway. A bit of different content for you guys, just some more stuff, to keep you entertained as well as me while we wait for the next season to commence. But yeah, no, it was an interesting game. I think Blues started quite poorly, unfortunately. Struggled to get bearings into the game, but as the longer it went on, I feel like towards the end of the first half, we grew into the game a bit. It was good to see some of the youngsters out there, some good attacking players. Good to see Boyd Muntz back in action. I feel like he's one of the few players who I'd like to see come back into the fray again next season. That's if he's offered a new deal, though, because I do believe he might be one of the ones that expires. But we'll find out next week when the retain list comes out and stuff. But no, I feel like for me personally, the two main players that I felt I quite enjoyed watching were actually the two centre backs, despite conceding. I thought Redmond and Bajrami looked really, really comfortable together, particularly Redmond. And then obviously later on they do link up to score, but we'll get onto that in a bit. Second half, obviously Blues bring on Josh Andrews, and I feel like that made a massive difference for us up top. We look to get into the game a lot more, be a bit more competitive. And I feel like for long periods of the second half, we were definitely the dominant side. However, coming into maybe the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, Bristol City looked to get back into the game again, putting pressure on like they were in the first half, but maybe a bit more pressure than they did before. And they look good value, to be fair. I do feel like Bristol City over the 90 might have probably been the better side, particularly going forward anyway. But I thought Blues were very resilient at the back at times, and it was really, really great to see. Again, good partnership between Redmond and Bajrami. I thought Williams looked quite comfortable as well. Burke looked okay. There was definitely a few positives to pick out of both halves of the game. Obviously, Blues managed to hold on in the end. In fairness, there were quite a few close chances in the first 90. Particularly, there was one goalmouth scramble where Blues came really, really close to going ahead in the fixture. But luckily enough, Blues did obviously equalise in that second half with a penalty, Stonewall penalty for me, to be honest, and well tucked away by Aidan George. Obviously, like I said, later in the second half, Bristol definitely looked good value, but Blues hold on, took it to extra time. It was still mass amounts of pressure from Bristol, and Blues are looking to play long ball, and you just felt like if a goal was going to come, it was going to come for Bristol City, unfortunately. But, 2 minutes to go of extra time. It's looking like there's going to be penalties, but then Blues managed to break away with a good bit of play going forward quite quickly, kind of a long ball tactic. And then from centre-back to centre-back, Bajrami, wonderful pass over to Redmond, who chests it down and volleys it first time. And what a finish from a centre-back. That is class. I do believe he actually scored 2 goals in the previous under-23s game when Blues won 11-1 against Wigan, which is a crazy scoreline in itself. But no, it was the captain scoring again and scoring a crucial goal for the under-23s in their season, taking them into the playoff final. They will play either Ipswich or Sheffield United, I believe. And that game is on the 17th of May. So we'll find out who they'll be playing in the under-23s PDL2 playoff final, I believe. So that should be exciting. I do remember a few years ago when we lost in the playoff final to Leeds at Ellen Road. Real shame, that one, but hopefully we can avenge that, and the youth team can come home happy and get the victory. But I'll definitely watch that playoff final and bring you my reaction to that one when that one comes about. But overall, just really impressed with the youngsters. I think they will be partying tonight, that's for sure. and their heads will be held high, and so it should be. Just on a quick note, there was a trialist in goal for Blues on trial from West Bromwich Albion, French, who he's not French, but his name's French. Looks reasonably solid in goal, quite comfortable, good time waster, bit of Lee Camp in him there. But overall, he looked reasonably comfortable. Nothing too spectacular, but looked decent. So hopefully we'll see more of him if Blues decide to take him on a more long-term basis. We shall see. But that's it from me, really, guys. I was just really impressed with the youngsters' performance, and I feel like they did the club proud. And who knows, maybe they can go all the way, and I hope they do. They certainly deserve it. But for me, man of the match has to go to Redmond. I thought he was fantastic, absolute rock at the back, and I'd love to see more of him in the first team next season. But that's it from me, really. I do feel like I've enjoyed analysing this game. I think it was a very entertaining affair, especially for anyone who watched it. I'm sure you'll agree with me. But no, Redmond was definitely the star pick, as Cole from the podcast would say. And I hope to see him in the Blues first team squad next season, if possible. Definitely captain material as well, by the looks of things. But no, that's everything from me, guys. Thank you for joining me as always. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I know it's a bit different, but if you want me to do more videos about the Youth Academy to keep you updated however I can, then I'm happy to. Just let me know down in the comments. Please drop a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Would be much appreciated. Obviously, you don't have to. But yeah, and if you're feeling extra kind, then check out the Patreon link down below as well. But I'll see you in the next one, really, guys. I am going to be doing a few more transfer videos and looking at possible free agents Blues can look at. And I'll also do a reaction to our retain list whenever that comes out. But that's it from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep right on.